Alright, hello, this is Quantum Striker, and this is City of Heroes. We're with our Scrapper Staff Fighting Electric Armor, Armas. So we just got to level 2, so we're security level 2. Need 333 more XP to get to level 3, and we can get some enhancement slots, and still at 0 influence, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and build that up as we go about. So let's go ahead and get into the city. All right, so this is where we left off. We're at Ms. Liberty. I went ahead and came in earlier to change some of the things that I like here for the chat boxes, so I can look at the NPCs when they chat, and then just have my normal chat down there. So we'll keep the global just to see anyone, look at that, just to see what people are trying to do, and any events in the future will come up there. So cool. So we're going to get started. So we did have a contact when we first arrived. When you, depending on your different origin, whether you're mutant, magic, natural, excuse me, tanker, excuse me, not tanker, natural tech, or anything like that, you'll have a very specific contact. But we'll go see her just to see the type of missions that she will give us. But what we're primarily going to be doing with this character, like I mentioned in the first video, is our story arcs. So we're going to go ahead and do that in our first story arc. So it's going to be out here. And what I want to go do as I go over to this contact. So what I went ahead and did, actually, I did a lot of research, looked up every single contact in every single zone to see which contacts give out story arcs. So our first one, actually you can see here, he has the icon of a available contact is Matthew Habershy. So we'll go ahead and click on him. And all right, there's a lot to work to be done in Atlas Park. Excuse me, there's a lot to be worked before Atlas Park is returned back to normal. Armas, let's get to work. Yes, let's get to work. All right. This is it, our first story arc. So you can tell it's a story arc with our blue title here. So this top line will be the story arc title. So right here we're doing our What Was Lost, and we're at part 1, Demons and Gangsters. Man, as if we didn't have enough problems with Galaxy City, the Hellions are terrorizing a neighborhood nearby. Majority of the Paragon Police Department are too busy trying to contain the situation in Galaxy, and we've got a ton of refugees in the area trying to take shelter. We need your help taking back that neighborhood, Armas. Hey, just tell me where to go, and I'll help those people. Okay, we got our first mission here. They're in one of the... Matthew seems distracted for a moment. He shakes his head, gathers himself. Sorry. They're in a neighborhood to the west of Atlas Park. You've got to get out there. You got to thin out their numbers, and then what remains of the PPD can take control of the situation. Be careful, Armas. The Hellions aren't your run-of-the-mill gangsters. These guys are demon worshippers. Yeah, they are. So the Hellions are one of the first groups that you actually fight when you create a character. And like Matthew said there, demon worshippers. As you get up in some of the higher levels, like maybe getting closer to 20, there's some pretty cool, if I remember correctly, some pretty good stories with the Hellions, actually. That's pretty cool with them and kind of going into their backstory and what they do. But yeah, they're run-of-the-mill gangsters. This is pretty cool here. You can see that they're getting ready for, well, they're planting, looks like, some stuff here. But I think if I saw over here earlier... Wow, really? Somebody shot me from this far out? Oh, it's an ambush. Okay, wow, look at that. So these guys, yeah. Oh, wow, first miss. These guys are part of the story arc. Ooh, a lot of misses to start off. That's okay, though. No problem. Actually, something I forgot to do, I think I saw this earlier. We were looking at some of the keybinds real quick, so I want to change that real fast to our key mapping for our targeting. I just wanted to change that real fast. So I think it was down in targeting, so what I messed up here is I did target next enemy tab. Oh, this didn't save? Target nearest. Okay, so we want this. Let's do tab here. And this should also be target next enemy. Oh, can I not do... Can I do both? I should have done this before I got into the video, so we'll go ahead and figure that out for the next one. No problem. Okay, yep, we'll figure that out for the next one. Yeah, so that was an ambush. So some of the missions will have these characters run up on you to ambush you. What I wanted to show you was over here real fast. Getting ready for Christmas. As we're in November right now, in the middle of November, so you can see that they're getting ready for the Christmas event, and it's pretty cool. Some of the Christmas events. We just finished a Halloween event. I wish I was recording for that, but the Atlas globe turns into a giant pumpkin. It looks pretty cool. But let's go ahead and get this first mission done here. So something too with our mission and the ranges of the missions, and us trying to knock out as many story arcs as possible. There will be some times we'll have to turn off our experience gain so we don't level out of some of these. So as we go along, we'll try to figure out what that looks like for some of the story arcs, because there's at least, if I remember correctly, 1, 2, 3, 4 in Atlas Park that gets us to up to level 7 at least. And then 1 to level 9 actually. So we have a couple here, and then once we get to level 7, we can go to King's Row, and then the Hollows as well. So my goal is to try to get these first couple ones done in Atlas Park up to 5. We'll knock out at 7, or excuse me, at 5 we'll go to the Hollows, maybe try to do 2 there, and then try to do the story in King's Row, because that one lasts a little bit longer. And then that should take us to about level 14, 15, and then from there we'll figure out where to go from there. Okay, so let's get this first mission. I think these guys actually count as part of this, so oof, that was I way over aggroed this group right here. So I might have this might be rough already. Look at that, yep. All right, let's see. See, this is what I'm talking about with the tab, though. We want to do the nearest. I don't know why that's not the default, or it just doesn't go to the nearest. It just goes to the next. All right. So that was all 5 right there. That was kind of a big pull, but luckily I think most of what they were doing was that smashing as they took out their melee weapons, and our charged armor helped out pretty well with that. So with that, we get a clue. Why we fight. One of the Hellions threatening you after you took him down. You all can't stop what's coming. We know what we're going to get. We've been told what's going to happen next. Galaxy was just the first step. Atlas won't be far behind. You'll see. All right, so we'll go back to our contact. Go back to Matthew. All right, back to Matthew. Thanks, Armas. The PPD are on the scene now, handling the situation. The Hellion said something about Atlas Park being next to fall. Seriously, can we catch a break? If it's not meteors destroying the city, it's a group of demon-worshipping punk cultists saying the end is nigh. Looks like we're not out of the woods yet. That's about available missions. Alright, what was lost? Part 2, the People's Protector. It sounds like the Hellions are either planning something big or they know something big is about to happen. I'll admit, I'm kind of new to the whole business of taking down criminals like this. I was just a guy working behind a desk before the Galaxy incident. I think I have an idea of what we can do next, however. What are you thinking? Officer Nelson is taking charge of the PPD's cleanup of that neighborhood. He'll know about anything going on with the Hellions. I had to go talk to him. Oh yeah, here's my cell phone number. You can call me at any time. This way of communication is much more efficient, and it is. Now I can call him. So yeah, your contact gives you a cell phone number. Once you've done enough missions for them, you can use this to call them from anywhere in the open world. Yeah, this is great. So now after we complete a mission, we don't have to continue running back to them. And I should have took off NPCs from global. Actually, I'll do that real quick to show you guys. So global, because I already have a tab for NPC. So in global, you just right-click that tab, edit tab. What we want to do here is click this and remove that one, and then we'll go ahead and click save. If I want to see NPCs talk, I'll go ahead and go there. Cool. All right, we'll go to our next mission. Wait, was this an ambush or, huh? Or were they just there? It seems pretty close. Oh, you see how much damage that does? Yeah, pretty close to these little police drone here that'll pretty much zap them away to prison. Um, you know, while I'm here, let's see if Twin Shot. So Twin Shot's one of the other contacts that gives us a story arc. Let me just see if they can. She can give us one right now, or we have to wait till level 5. Yep. All right, level 5 for her. No problem. Cool. All right, let's go to our next mission. We're speaking. So this is the area that we were just at. And you can see there was a ton of Hellions there, but I can see how the PPD, Paragon Police Department, has them all rounded up. I don't even think I can target this guy, huh? Nope. All right. So we'll go to our next mission here. Talk to Officer Nelson. Officer Nelson, what do you got for me? Armas, right? Are you responsible for helping us take back this area? We all appreciate it. You and Matt are already doing a lot of good for the city. It can set an example for those lazier heroes. It's a shame that his wife, Dana, died in Galaxy. But anyway, we can use more of your help here if you're willing to give it. Yes. Okay, I can say yes. Can you tell me more of the alien activity? Wait, Matthew's wife died in Galaxy? I'll say this because my character also died as well, so something that Matthew and I can talk about. Oh, get a clue. He didn't tell you? Doesn't surprise me. He was a very focused guy. I don't know all the details. All I know is that he said she didn't make it. If I want to know more, I'd ask him. All right, will do. All right, so what can you tell me about these Hellions here? The Hellions are all over Prometheus Park right now. We've got reports they've kidnapped several people and are trying to take others in the park. Someone has to stop them, but we just don't have the manpower to keep this neighborhood safe and go after them. It'll be up to you to make that happen, Armas. All right, yeah, I'm on it. Leave it up to me. So we got a clue as well, so let's go ahead and click on that. So why we fight, that was our previous one. In this one, Officer Nelson mentioned to you that Matthew Habashai's wife, Habashai I should say, wife Dana died in Galaxy City attack. Yeah, so yeah, we'll talk to him about that after we rescue some civilians. So we'll go ahead and go to Prometheus Park here, which our map and then our actually icon will show us how far away it is. I like to run in the middle of the street though, because it doesn't really pull any bad guys from you if you're usually in the middle. Usually that works, but you never know. Okay, so it looks like there's a civilian right there. So let's go ahead and take out this lieutenant. Oh, it took like a briefcase too, it looks like. Look at that. Get a critical, we'd love to see that. Get our brawl. This. Yeah, it looks like, oh, that knockback. Alright, she said 1 out of 4. Are you good? Ah, he's good. Okay, so that's on one right here as well, getting beat. So yeah, hopefully we can find something with our electric armor that doesn't allow us to get mezzed, like knocked back, knocked down. That was a knockdown actually. Stunned or anything like that. Let's go ahead and take this inside because we've been missing a lot, so let's go ahead and these inspirations last for about 60 seconds. Oh, I pulled that guy from all the way over there. At least he sees me. Yep, there he comes. Wow, I aggroed him pretty far away. And these buckshocks do that knockdown. Let's get him. Here's that coward civilian still, don't worry. Our boss will get him. Dang, still missing me even with that enhancement. Or excuse me, I should say inspiration. I'll notice that I'll probably get those mixed up as I'm talking out loud about them. Alright. Got the other one. Oh, wow. What the heck? Did that guy just spawn right there behind? Looks like he did. Alright, here we hit. Alright, we got a clue. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they're just like spawning back and forth. Let's do this. Let's have him come to me. Just in case someone else comes over here. If he wants to come over here. Oh yeah, see, look at that. We all just literally saw them spawn right there. Alright, so let's go ahead and just take these guys out. Those will probably get us to level 3 right here though. Nah, actually I don't want to level up quite yet. So we got a mission. So we need to get to the Hellions underground cavern. So we'll go there. And this will be our first mission outside of the tutorial. So So I'll go ahead and knock that out, actually. Perfect. Alright. So yeah, looks like I gained... You rescue the civilians. Looks like there are some more happening. Yep, okay. I think that was a clue, actually. One of the victims you rescued spoke to you about the caverns beneath Prometheus Park. You had to do something. The Hellions had made a home for themselves in those caverns. They said something about using it as a place to store some artifacts until they were told to move on them. Please, I don't want what happened to Galaxy to happen to Atlas. Alright, so this is the cavern that this one told us about, so we'll go ahead and head inside here. Oh wow, look at this. Wow. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool map. So yeah, these are the caves. These caves are pretty cool. There's two different types of caves. One of these bigger, open-looking ones. Although it doesn't pop up on the map here, probably because it's a pretty short mission. You can see that it's only 110 yards to whatever we need to find. But there are missions that are like, or caves that are like this that are pretty wide, and then a more narrow, like blue-looking cave. I should say 3, because there's one group of villains, the council, that also operates in caves, but there's more built up. All right, so let's go fight these guys. Getting a little bit of lag there. Like I said, I'm on the hotel Wi-Fi. I will be for a while, so hopefully this doesn't affect anything too bad, at least. So we could go that. Look at that. There's 3 different ways to go. We can beat up all these Hellions in the cave. All right, first let's get this. Let's get this, and then we'll see. It looks like there's a whole lot here. Oh, actually, huh? Thought it would be right there. Let's go this way then. Oh wow, these guys. These spawn back so quickly. Oh, ridiculous. I'm definitely gonna level up in this mission. It's something that we'll probably have to do, honestly, with this, with these levels, is try to probably turn off experience gain. Maybe every other mission, honestly. Look how fast we're gaining XP right here. So our next group of guys, we're gonna level up to level 3, which is fine. There's a level up. Wow, that's a one shot. Okay, we're gonna collect this. Got a clue found. You find an artifact that exudes dark magic. It seems the Hellions are using this to perform some sort of dark magic in the caves beneath Prometheus Park. You notice a small label on the side of the artifact reading "Property of Magi," which I'll go ahead and show everyone in City Hall where that's at. Oh my gosh, these guys just spawned back. That's crazy. That is so crazy. These spawns have been actually very weird. I don't know if it's just the server or maybe, honestly, how it's coming on my end. But oh, look at that, yo-yo a little bit. Oh, wow, took him out one strike with that one. Merciless blow. All right, cool. 2 more. We'll get these guys as well. Brawl, we'll get him. This plus Brawl and Purchase Charm. Alright, perfect. Look at that, we already got 1 more bead. Yeah, we'll have to turn off XP during the story arc. Okay, so now we can either run over there to him, or we can just call our contact. So we go to contact, and you can see we have our cell phone or our call button. So we'll go ahead and call him up. Matthew here. Oh, Armas, good to hear from you. What's going on with the Hellion situation? I found an artifact. Looks like it belongs to Magi. Great. I mean, I meant that to be sarcastic, by the way. The Magi Vault in Galaxy City was destroyed during the incident. There's probably hundreds of dangerous artifacts floating around Paragon now. At least we've got one of them. We're getting reports, however, of more missing people, probably the Hellions' work. Cursed artifacts, crazy cultists, missing people. Never a good sign. This is our first series of missions. You're right on that one, Armas. We need to find out where the Hellions are keeping all of these people. Did you find out anything else? You know what? And I think I'm going to use this opportunity to just talk to him before we get going. So what happened to your wife? If you don't mind me asking, and I'd probably tell him that I too lost a spouse. My wife? I also told you, I'm guessing. We were in Galaxy, Dana and I, when the incident happened. We were trying to get out when a bunch of those monsters separated us. I distracted them to give her the chance to run. We were split, but I thought she would make it to the evac point. When I arrived, she wasn't there. I tried to wait for her, but Longbow and Vanguard reported there were no survivors, and they took us all the way. When I got out of Galaxy, the FBSA put me straight to work to help Atlas. All I can do now is push forward and fix things here. There'll be time for morning later, right? I suppose so, brother. What's next? Well, I think I have an idea what to do next. It's a little crazy, but I think it just might work. What do you have in mind? Part 3, Incognito. We need to find one of the Halion bases and get information on what they're planning and where they're holding those hostages without them knowing about it, which means you'll need to get yourself some information and a disguise. You got an idea where to get both? I clicked too fast because it loaded. Alright, but he pretty much tells me to go find a Halion informant and tells me a location to go to, so we'll go ahead and go to that informant. Got a couple clues. So that one. So Matthew told us about his wife Dana that was killed by the Shivin monsters in Galaxy. Once again, Galaxy City was destroyed by a meteor shower with these Shivin monsters while they were trying to escape. He hasn't had time to give her a proper funeral since then, as the FBSA has put him to work on all the issues happening with Atlas. Also, this is when we found the artifact. We found the artifact that, to the Halions in their caverns, it seems to pulse with dark magic, waiting to be released. And this is the one that said Property of Magi. Alright, we'll go ahead and get to our next mission. Let's see how long we're recording. I'm trying to, once again, do only about 30 minutes of our recording here. So we're about 21 minutes. Yeah, plenty of time to do one more mission. Okay. I think after this mission, we'll probably have to stop XP, and then we'll go back. Stop getting XP, and then after this, we'll go back. Oh yes, I forgot it's underneath. We'll have to go back and get our level. Go back to Ms. Atlas. Not Ms. Atlas, excuse me. Ms. Liberty. Alright, cool. I think here, defeat Halion informant to find the plans. I think if you target one of them would be the informant. And here he is. Let's go ahead and beat him up. Nice crit, we like that. And our brawl. Oh jeez, lag. Alright, lagged a bit there. Oh jeez. Ridiculous. Sorry guys about that lag. Yeah, I'm just hoping it's not going to be like that for too long. Okay, so we got that. I think probably a clue came. Let's just double check. Curse counter, Halion artifact. Nope. But got the information from the informant to go to the Halion's warehouse. And conveniently, it's right here. With that car pass. Alright. Let's get inside there. And this is cool. So now we got our uniform to disguise ourselves as a Halion, which is really cool. This is not what Armas looks like underneath the helmet and the costume, but we have our disguise. So what's cool about this is that while we're in this, these guys are now, you see, non-targetable, and they won't target us. Alright, so let's look for the evidence. It's down there. Let's head down this ramp. Pass by these guys, our fellow, and you can see the demon cultists. You can see the icons that they have here. And as you get farther along, you'll see some like their bosses. Pretty crazy in terms of some of their, like this guy actually right here is a boss. They actually have fire powers, as well as they tap into some of that demon power, as you can see. All right. So these guys are just doing their thing, talking. They won't notice me. Go to this box. I sift through the various items in the box as they're all there. Belong to the Halions. You find a document detailing something called the Ritual of Souls. There are details on here on where the ritual will be taking place, and that requires 4 pure souls, and that it will summon a powerful demon to cause chaos and destruction of Atlas. Oh, jeez. There's also mention of an outside source that gave the Hellions the components to perform this ritual. So I'm going to take this and get out of here before they notice me. Let's run by these guys again. Let's leave this warehouse. Go up the ramp. So this is pretty cool, yeah. A lot of cool story arcs that you may miss out on in these early levels as you, like I said, they'll give you that initial contact, right, to go to depending on your origin. So usually we did see that yellow icon over Matthew to go to him as well. But if players miss that, a possibility to miss out on a really cool story arc there. So we don't need to beat up these guys. Let's turn back on our sprints and our charged armor. And let's get somewhere safe. Middle of the street will be the safest place. Oh, jeez, look at that yo-yo, guys. Crazy. And we'll go ahead and call Matthew. Probably get a clue as well. Oh, we're pretty close to this being done. Great work, Armas. You found the information about something called the Ritual of Souls, huh? That doesn't sound good at all. No, it does not, Matthew. But at least we know where they're going to be performing this ritual. What worries me is who exactly gave their ritual to the Hellions. We can worry about that later. However, we have some more pressing matters to deal with. All right, let's talk about some available missions. All right, the finale. Okay, let's go ahead and just knock this out, and then we'll turn off the XP after this one, and then level up after this as well. Fine. The finale is now found. There's no time to lose, Armas. We know where the Hellions are preparing this ritual of souls. You need to get there and put a stop to them once and for all. The most important thing is to stop the ritual and rescue the citizens who are kidnapped. There's only one thing I'd like you to look into. What is it? I'd like you to see if you can find out who gave the ritual. Who gave them the ritual? If someone's supplying the Hellions with something this dangerous, who knows what else they could be helping? Or who else they could be helping? That's all assuming you can stop the ritual. If not, well, we'll have bigger problems on our hand than who is giving these guys rituals. Okay, you're right. All right, let's go ahead and get this. Stop this ritual. Where's that? Oh, pretty close. All right, let's go up here. Big groups right here. Definitely can't take them out. Got some endurance. We should use some more of these enhancements to get a couple more. Oh, wow, look at that. See, this is so bad. And this can really put you in a pickle if you're lagging back and forth like that. And let's say you run through a group and you try to get away from them and it's a big group, and I get yo-yoed back into that group because of lag. Oh, man, that could be dangerous. Could face plant, honestly. All right, let's go into our mission here. And you can see there's taking some time here with the load. Honestly, probably the longest, actually, a mission is loaded for me. This is very, very rare to be loading this bad. Okay, looks like it's going somewhere. Yeah, sorry about this, guys. I was hoping that the Wi-Fi wouldn't be too bad at this hotel, but it looks like it might be an issue, and I'll be here for a while. So, all right, but it works out. We're in the air in this part of the office. Building is filled with smoke and magic. There's no time to lose. You need to save those people. All right. Let me see who's talking. Put this on just to see what they were saying. What's the deal anyway? Who's got us that ritual? Yeah, tell me. All right, let's go ahead and get these guys. Nice. This guy with our brawl. Nice. Brawl. Once we get our attack chain up too, this will be better. And we've definitely got to. Looks like we're gonna have to get some enhancements on these powers for load time because they're a little slow. But no problem. Yeah, look at this. Look at all these rituals that they're doing here. These Hellions, it's gotten up to no good. Burning down this building. It's funny. This building's completely on fire. Not on the outside though. And you'll see as we do more missions, some of the maps, it's just funny the way some of these look. But you know, they do a good job with the designs, especially like I said for early mission. This is very cool. It really gets you immersed in what they're doing. All right, what's next after the demon? Oh, Cinderbird says he's got plans or something. Okay, Cinderburn, huh? Oh, let's get these guys. Ah, here we go, the lag again. Oh, see, look at that. Yo-yoed all the way back here. And I'm trying to pull them. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, man. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, let's try to get this going now. I'm gonna miss. We'll do that. It looks like it lagged again. Oh, my goodness. This is so bad. Jeez. It's gonna be a problem. Yeah, so after this mission, we'll go ahead and log off, reset everything, and hopefully the servers or just the Wi-Fi kind of works itself out. I'll have to play with some of the settings maybe to just lower it. Like you can see, like the settings on his armor there, it's pretty high res. So I might have to lower that honestly. Okay, got some elevators. I think we're on C1, so it'll take us to C2. Your sacrifices will pave the way for the new world. You shall all feel honored. You'll open the gateway. Oh, look at that. That's crazy. Alright, let's go ahead and get in here. And oh, look at this. Cinderburn. I will not be stopped. Man, I pull these guys pretty far. Or aggro them. Oh my goodness. Alright. Let's go ahead and get Cinderburn. Like a boss, like I talked about. Look at that. He has powers. He has the same shoulder piece. But mine's is slightly different. Oh, wow. That's the power that he had there, like a fire whip. Alright. Hello? Can anyone hear this? Please, hello, someone. There's someone trying to call from the computer nearby. Alright, gotta get out of here, civilians. Make it there safe. Get to the elevators, yeah. Okay, just gonna click on this computer. Advanced computer. Is anyone there? Please, I don't have much time. They're going to find me at any moment. I'm here with other survivors. Please, someone needs to hear this. Hello, I'm here. My name is Armas. Who is this? Our boss. Oh, it's so good to hear someone else. My name is Dana Havishai. Dana Havishai, Matthew's wife? Matthew? He's safe? He got out of Galaxy? He is. Hold on. Let me get him on this communicator. Matthew, is it really you? Or we over here. Dana, you're alive? I'm just going to listen to this. Matthew, I don't have much time to talk. I'm being held prisoner by the Arachnos. Oh, these are my sworn enemies. What? Where? We're coming to get you. You and Armas need to hear this. Arachnos has captured survivors of Galaxy City and they're funding gangs in Atlas Park to destroy. I think it's that destroy them. You need to stop them or else bam, bam, bam. Oh, they got gunshots there. Matthew, there she is. Take her back in. We'll be down here as well. Dana, I promise. We're going to find you. I promise. That's like it. Wow. What a story arc to start off our journey. Let's get out of this building before it burns down on us. Hopefully this doesn't take too long to get back to Atlas Park. And we're actually, this time we'll actually run over to Matthew. We're not going to call him because we're going to go level up too after this. Alright, let's get back to... Yes, this caller speaks, so yeah, we'll run back to... We're running back there. I like to jump once we get our combat jump and super jump, travel faster, and you know, even though this is normal jump, it just feels like it's faster than just running. Maybe someone can do some distance on that for me. Okay, so almost there. Oh my gosh, this yo-yo. Look at that, guys. Look at this park. Atlas Plaza. Okay. Get up here, and there is Matthew. Let's talk to him. Well, we saved the day, Armas. Those people you saved will be safe, and the Hellions' plan is stopped. I just wish that there was some answer for my wife, that we knew where she was. If only I was able to go back and find her, none of this would have happened in the first place. She'd be safe. Your wife's alive, Matthew. It's not too late to save her. Oh, wow, leveled up with that. We'll do that a second. You're right. I still have a chance. Not everyone can say that, right? But we also need to make sure Atlas is safe. I'll work on my end to see what I can find regarding Arachnos, what they're doing, and what they're planning, and where they're holding my wife and the other prisoners. I know some people who could use your help right now. They're fighting the good fight in Atlas, but they're losing. Who are these people? One of these people that need your help is a man named Officer Fields, a rookie cop who is part of the Galaxy CDPD, and another is a woman named Sandra Costill. You only have time to help one of them, but don't worry, that's another hero. There's another hero who is inspired by your action with the Hellions who is going to help whatever they can. Whoever you can get to, excuse me. Alright, so we'll be introduced to a new contact. So there's two, and both of them, I think, yeah, if I remember correctly, both of them will give us a story arc. So we'll go ahead and start with Sandra. And then I think we can go back. I'm pretty sure we can go back and do Officer Fields. And if not, we always can make another hero. Okay, yes. So we'll go to Sandra. Just didn't want me to do that. So it's lagging. So I didn't get a chance to see that. Maybe he'll tell me again. Both of our jobs are never done, Armas. Maybe when we both have a break, we can stick back and talk about things. Yes, we can. Dang, I missed what he said there. Okay. But, so we saw, this is why we do it right here. Oh, jeez, this is so, everything's so messed up here, guys. All right, over here anyway. This is why we do this story arc, so, because we'll get merit rewards, and I think, okay, boy, is it in salvage? Yes, okay. So reward merit, and this could be used, if I remember correctly, I think for our incarnate, and then inside the city hall, there's like a store you can use these to buy things and purchase things, so. Yeah, I need to learn more about this, which is why I am wanting to do all these story arcs, because I just wasn't paying attention in all my other playthroughs of the reward merit, honestly. But you can see here, this will tell us actually, you received a first reward merit. These merits are rewarded to you completing difficult tasks, or like our story arcs and task force, and allow you to exchange them for powerful rewards such as enhancements. Merits can be spent at the various merit reward vendors throughout Paragon City, Pretoria, and the Rogue Isles. Reward merits are stored in the special tab in your salvage window, which we just pulled up. Merits earned from completing Task Force, Strikes Force, and Trials are subject to diminishing returns if the same Task Force is completed more than once within 24 hours. Yep, so I can't do one Task Force over and over and over, or Trial over and over and over again. Cool. You know, why does he... It's interesting that he's still like this. But, okay, so what we'll do here to... Oh, man, we got 2 levels on that one, so we're already on 4. So I think we'll do all of Sandra without XP. But what we'll do first before we end here is go to Ms. Liberty, and we'll go ahead and level up. So we'll train to a new power level. So we're at level 3, and here we'll get 2 new enhancement slots. So what we'll do here for now is we're just going to start with our 2 powers here. We'll finish that. We'll train to the next level, level 4. And here... Okay, cool. So we got our new power sets. Those are going to be our travel powers. But you know what? I'm going to, like I said, this is a vanilla playthrough, so I'm going to wait until level 6 to even touch these ones right here. So I'm going to get one of these here. So we got Lightning Field, Damages, and Conductive, which gives us some resistance to Fire, Cold, and Energy. So we're going to do Lightning Field for now. Alright, away I go. And put this up here for our perma powers. And what this will do, create an energy around us, or a lightning field around us, and this would damage any enemies around us. So, okay, I think we've been going for a little bit over 35 minutes now, so thanks for listening, thanks for watching. We'll continue with Sandra next. And this has been City of Heroes with our staff fighting electric armor. I'm Quantum Striker, and until next time, I'll see you then.